Why are the 49ers struggling? Like, I feel like that's what the questions are at the press conferences. Everyone's like, so did you not take the Cardinals seriously? Or it's like, are the Niners struggling so much just because they're not good? Like, what is it, Coach?
Well, number one, they can't stop the run, so that's a biggie, right? And I'm usually a big defender of the defense, but they can't stop the run.
Yeah.
And then you kind of touched on it before, is turnovers. Like it's one of the primary indicators of whether you win or lose in the NFL is turnovers. So the defense is not getting turnovers, and the offense is turning the ball over too much. So like there's very few games you're going to win when you turn the ball over 3 times, and then your turnover differential is 3.
Yeah. They on the defensive side of the ball, they just can't stop anybody. At the point yesterday when Arizona made it 31-7, when you take that from that point through the Chicago game, the opposition had the ball for 14 possessions and scored points on 10 of them. And the defense just can't stop anybody. They did that against Justin Fields. They did it against yesterday. The defense just don't have any horses.
Well, to be fair, they faced Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy really and you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, I understand. It's the 49ers. The 49ers. Yes, they lost to the backup quarterback. They lost to two, a team without either of its first 2 receivers, without their starting running back. The 49ers have a bunch of guys missing on defense, but it doesn't, they haven't really been that good all year long. What we saw yesterday was what we saw, the whole game yesterday was what we saw in the fourth quarter against Detroit.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, 2 votes for the defense. I'm with you. What do you think, Jesse?
For me, it's a lack of preparation and a lack of making adjustments, which ultimately points to a lack of leadership. So when Jimmy G gets up there and talks about, we're all kind of in this as far as leaders, that tells me you don't have a leader, for one, on the offense. And the second thing is, and he said this now twice, he said this after the Colts game and he said it after this game, that they're showing us things that we didn't expect to see. And they cannot adjust to them. So to me, you have a leadership issue. That is why they are struggling.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Jesse on this. To me, this team feels a lot like the Singletary years. Feels like the end of the Singletary era in the sense that it's a flawed team, and it's not a team that's going far, but there's a good amount of talent here. And if you could just get like a better coach to sort of get the team to stop beating itself and just fill in the gaps a little bit on the roster, you could see this team winning a lot next year with Jimmy or Trey Lance. I feel like if they could get the next Harbaugh, he could take this. With Trent Williams and Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, there's a lot to work with. Obviously, they need to redo their secondary, and they have to redo a lot. But I feel like the Niners kind of did that in 2011. Remember, they brought in they brought in Whitner and Rodgers and a lot of guys. But they sort of had a core already. They Gore, Davis, Justin Smith. Anyway, that's the way I see it. I feel like they're underperforming. When Kyle keeps saying, we're 3-5, we should be better. Yeah, damn right you should be better. You should be better. You're turning the ball over so much on offense and getting no turnovers on defense. Well, that's it. And all you need is a coach who's a little less flashy and can basically say, we're not going to beat ourselves anymore. That's the hallmark of my regime. You might just win 13 games next year. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I said last night was this team needs Tom Rathman. And I know that they have a good running back coach, but they need somebody that can work with these guys to not fumble the ball. That's what they do. They're just a sloppy football team, undisciplined. Look at what happened with the cornerback yesterday. That was just ridiculous. If he just shuts his mouth, you're looking at a 53-yard field goal attempt in that ballpark.
But
Instead,
Jack, you have to understand, he's just a rookie. Oh, wait. It was Josh Norman.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
Exactly. And it's okay. We like his fire. We like the fact that the cornerback has forced 4 fumbles this year. Never mind the fact that he gave up a touchdown trying to go in and force a fumble against Indianapolis.
Yeah, Norman's okay by us, but Brandon Ayuk has a lot to work on.